system also gives us the results as we are voting.
I recommend it to the national general election.
There's no way anybody can reach this one.
It's done by Nigerian engineers, executed by Nigerian engineers.
The e-voting system is nice.
The history of elections in Nigeria, and indeed most African countries, has always been fraught with numerous challenges. At whatever level since their independence, most African countries have had to contend with election problems such as ballot box snatching, fake voters registration, compromising of election results, and thuggery, amongst other things. These challenges, as mentioned, lead to several other problems such as waste of time and money in litigations, denial of the dividends of democracy to the electorate, and even the denial of mandate to the truly elected candidates. This, perhaps, could have been the reason for the evolution of the electronic voting system, or simply put, the e-voting system by the Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited, or NIGCOMSAT, in synergy with the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE. This system was put to test at the 44th Annual General Meeting of the Society, which took place in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, between Monday the 3rd and Wednesday the 5th of December 2012. It was attended by over 3,000 delegates from all over the country. It was also an opportunity for them to elect officials for the 3 positions of Vice President, executive members, and auditors that would join the President in running the affairs of the Society in the coming years. For the elections, thus, it deployed the NIGCOMSAT-developed e-voting system. A total of 11 engineers contested for the positions of Vice Presidents, out of which 3 emerged winners, while 18 contested for the positions of Executive Committee members, out of which 6 emerged winners. For the position of Statutory Audit Committee members, 5 delegates contested, out of which 3 emerged winners. In all these, the Printed Circuit Board and Microelectronic Center of the Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited, NIGCOMSAT, showcased its strength in engineering through science and technology in the evolution of the e-voting system using the direct data capture machine. Dr. Augu Collins Augu is head of the center. He offers an explanation on the e-voting system and the major processes it involves.
The first process is the capturing process, where, as I mentioned, we get your fingerprint, and we'll know that we don't have 2 fingerprints that are alike all over the world, so it's already a security feature. Then again, we get your portrait, your picture. Then we get your data, your name, your membership status, and what have you. Then the second stage is the voting stage, actually, where basically, if you come to vote, authentication is carried out, meaning that your fingerprint will be acquired once more and then matched with what was acquired during the capturing process. If it is correct, the voting procedure opens for you.
According to him, the e-voting solution was developed indigenously, taking into consideration the nation's electoral challenges. He added that the system places high premium on credibility and transparency, all of which are the results of its efficiency, making it to be more than 99% rig-proof, as it is made in such a way that no one can vote twice. The president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, Engineer Mustapha Balarebe Shehu, also spoke on the benefits of the e-voting system.
Well, number one is that the question of people feeling that they have not elected one officer or the other, it will not be there. So if people truly know that, yes, this officer in the Senate or in the House of Reps or as governor is truly the one we have elected, that enough is enormous benefit. And it is a true reflection of the people's voice. That is just the first benefit. And once it is a true reflection of the people's voice. The understanding and belief is that he will do his best to make sure that he discharges his responsibility in the capacity he is elected.
The system also has the capability to save a good percentage of the finances expended on national elections if put to use nationally.
We lose like at least 80% of the budget of given to INEC. Was it 97 billion or so? We've lost 80% outside. Because the main cost of that project was mainly the hardware. And this is could be produced locally. Right now in Microelectronics Center, we have what they call the HDI technology, high density interconnect. This is a high technology in the PCB industries where it can make high-end products like the iPhone, laptops, motherboards, and what have you. So with this technology we have in-house over there, most of these things can be made. As I speak with you right now, we have the blueprint for laptops. We have the blueprint for phones. What I mean blueprint is the PCB tracks. We have everything in Microelectronics Center of Nigeria Communications Satellite Limited.
Some members of staff of the Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited also spoke on the e-voting system and the biometric technology it employs.
It has a lot of advantages over the manual system that we have currently. One of the major advantages is transparency. You can actually see the results real time or semi-real time as each vote is cast. So there is no room for errors. There's no room for saying that there was rigging or your vote wasn't counted or things like that. No. And there's no delay. And oftentimes we have noticed that the time when manipulation takes place is that period when there's a delay between the votes and when you're actually going to count. That's actually the time when there's rigging. But with this system, there's no opportunity for that.
NATCOMSAT as an organization wanted to showcase our capabilities to the world, wanted to show Nigerians that NSC can also use our e-electronic system, which we have developed and we have also tested in-house. So we wanted to showcase our capabilities to NSC. NSC is the highest engineering body in Nigeria, and if they sanction and say this system is okay, the rest of Nigerians will believe in our capabilities and it will be adopted, I'm sure, in the next election in Nigeria.
Is the e-voting system not susceptible to manipulation?
Not at all. This e-voting, as you've seen, has been tested severally. And as a matter of fact, we started using it in NITCOMSAT Multipurpose Cooperative Society, which I contested as an aspirant. And we were the people who developed it. And at the end, they could not even rig in my favor. We also have a member also, we were two. One of the members also contested too. And it's also from the same department that developed this system. And yet we could not rig in favor of the two of us. So it goes a long way to tell you that this system has been tested and proven that, look, if Nigerians should adopt it, it will be very, very important. It will be very, very useful. And it will be rig-free.
One other personality in support of the e-voting system is Captain Abubakar Sirajo Imam of the Nigerian Army, who is doing his PhD research at Newcastle University in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, it's quite a good one because Nigeria have quite good, talented people, and I believe they have done a wonderful job. And if they can get more support, they will do more than what they have done. And I believe there are other Nigerians out there who, if they can get someone that can listen to what ideas they have, certainly those ideas will help in advancing the nation.
Some engineers also spoke on the efforts of NITCOMSAT in the development of a foolproof mechanism for the e-voting system and the role of engineering in development for the way forward.
The effort of NITCOMSAT may have come as a complementary effort, and they may have also thrown their corporate weight behind the whole process to ensure that it becomes a reality.
It's very well done. It's very simple, but basically I believe it can be trusted and is quite reliable. So in fact we have to change our mind. We have to re-engineer ourselves for the new age. ICT is another must things that we have to follow. And as engineer, as even as the pillar of the technology, we must follow this type of things, not only in the voting, any things, because computer and ICT today, they are a must.
The voting process commences first with the voter placing his voter's card on the RFID reader, which confirms its authenticity. Once this is done, a blue light will flash on the biometric reader. The second step is the placing of the left index finger on the biometric reader. When this is done, an authentication screen will display to confirm the eligibility of the prospective voter to vote. Step 3 is the selection of the candidate of the voter's choice by pressing his picture from amongst the pictures of contestants displayed on the screen of the direct data capturing machine. This was done for all categories of the election. That is, the vice presidential election, the executive committee members election, and the statutory audit committee members election. After all these had been done, a confirmation screen with all the elected candidates will be displayed to enable the voter to go back and make changes at any time during the voting process.